What's up? This is Draco.
And this is Alicia.
And you're now tuned in to OD
OD
Podcast.
Podcast. Period.
Make that ass jump like a
Hey, hello. Y'all, it's storming real bad by me. So if y'all
and it's
hear
hot
thunder,
real
just
bad by me.
consider it the quiet storm. All right. So me and Draco, we was catching up before we hit record. So just
Yeah.
know people be out here scamming, and it's gonna force you to become a scammer your doggone self.
Listen, just do right by people. That's all I gotta say.
No, for real. Honestly,
Because
truly, it's the
that stuff will come back on you. And I'm not just saying that, but when you do, especially if you doing high level scams and like
you do
just
not
on a
have
high level,
peace when you live like that. It's just not
you're
possible.
not. You're not.
So y'all, I have the black business of this week. This week now, I want to preface by saying this: I have never used this black business before, but I have been following her for a long time, waiting on my moment. So y'all know one of the very trendy styles in the for women is the half up, half down, the slick ponytails, all those type of hairstyles that don't necessarily they basically require you slicking your hair down, adding some hair. Okay, so unfortunately, those ponytails those hairstyles they don't really last very long. They last a couple days if that, but they don't have nothing to do with this business. I'm just sharing my thoughts on it and why I haven't gotten a hairstyle yet. I'm just waiting on a time where I gotta go somewhere for like a day or two and then I'm gonna go. But this young lady, her name is Kayla, and she is an ATL ponytail hairstylist. She can be found on
Okay.
she can be found on Instagram at KAAYYLA. And of course, I'll put her information in the episode notes. But she does the best ponytails I have ever seen. They're so flawless, they perfect. Now, I don't know, she could just be, this is what I be saying sometimes. Sometimes people do good work, but they never gonna post the bad work. Obviously, they shouldn't. But I'm just saying her work is so flawless. Like everything look good. Every style. She do the braids, the half up, half down, the slit back, the blunt cuts, the yada 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 yada. You know what I'm saying? And the young queen it just announced yesterday that she's expecting her second son. So congratulations to her. Send her some money for Pampers by booking through her website. And I don't know much about her customer service experience, but from what I'm seeing, the service is top tier. So, do what you gotta do. Use your best judgment. But I'm definitely keeping her on my eyeball list of who to go to when I want a ponytail because it just looks so perfect. I'm finna see her page so you can see what I'm talking about.
Yeah, show me her. Shout outs to her. I've
Check your
weird.
DMs.
Hmm.
I said check your DMs.
I'll be having weird encounters with hairstylists out here. So I'm not gonna say no names, but I'm definitely gonna say something about this. Um, Recently, a hairstylist hit me up because I follow her. Her work was amazing. I'm like, let me see. I might need to get my hair done by her. She does locks.
Hmm.
As soon as I follow her, she DM me. Now she DM me first. She was like, "Hey, love your work. I have a maternity shoot coming up. She's pregnant, so hopefully this got something to do with her pregnancy." So, because we set up a date, because she was like, "If you can do my makeup for my maternity shoot, we can barter services."
Okay.
Set up a date. The shoot is supposed to be tomorrow. Today's the 29th. The shoot's supposed to be on the 30th. I ain't heard nothing. Mind you, this was so convenient for me because I have a brunch to go to for this agency that I've been trying to get signed to. They invited me to this
Hmm.
brunch. They're having a 10-year kind of situation. So I wanted to get like really dressed up and just get my hair done, blah blah blah. So it worked perfectly because it was right by each other. I ain't heard from her.
You gonna reach out to her or you just
I've
gonna let
reached
that
out to
will
her
be
plenty
done?
of times.
Really? Maybe she in labor?
That's why I said hopefully it got something to do with her pregnancy, and I can come back
And
and eat
she
my
ain't posted
words.
nothing at all?
You know what's so crazy? I have not seen her on my timeline.
You search up and look at them ponytails while you're at it.
Let me look at these ponytails. But yeah, so no, I'm upset about it a
We
little bit.
need you to have a fresh cut now, fresh twist now.
I haven't had my hair twisted in a month and a half. I need to get me a little one too.
I need my
Let me see ponytail Alicia.
nah, she fire. Everything look fire. It just looks so
Okay.
tasteful. It's classy looking. It's just not a hair
Oh
out
yeah,
of
this is
place.
pretty.
She do her big one. I ain't never been to her, so I'm a book. When I book with her, I want the first appointment she got smoking because I don't want to be
Okay, she
around
got
her.
her own edge control.
She sure do. You see what I'm saying? Sue doing, and she not even from Atlanta. She been in Atlanta like a year and some change.
It's something about people that move to Atlanta. They have a different drive than people that's from there.
I mean, I admire any. You gotta. I mean, for real, for Atlanta, it's so competitive with the hair, and it's a lot of people that suck. But if you got a real talent, you ain't gotta go far to
Mm.
thrive. You need to do some good pictures and be
And
in
be
a good
consistent and be
and be.
professional.
Yep, literally. And she a young girl too, and she be dressed and she be looking cute. I'm like,
Oh
okay,
my
yeah,
god.
I'm gonna get me a ponytail. I just don't know when, but she does a really good job for real, for real.
Okay. Still haven't made it to the Beyonce concert yet, y'all. So I ended up
Yeah,
going to
what's
Vegas.
going on and why they saying she pregnant?
She probably bloated. I mean, if she is pregnant, oh well. I mean, let her
Right, it
lady
ain't
live her
my
life.
business. I don't give a darn. I already seen her perform. And she ain't going
Um,
label at my show, so it ain't none of my business.
I'm gonna go. I'm supposed to be going on Monday if the Lord willing.
And what
Um,
city is that?
L.A.
Oh, okay,
So I
gotcha,
ended up
gotcha.
going to Vegas on Saturday to do makeup for the Beyonce concert, but I didn't go.
You didn't try to, or you just was whatever.
Um, it was a series of events that happened that I couldn't go. So
Okay, you got put on punishment.
2 weeks.
I don't know what this 2 weeks thing is. I'm scared.
I'm scared too. But
Oh my god. Oh my
let's move
god.
on.
Okay, cool.
Uh, so I don't know. Hopefully I can make it on Monday. But I ain't gonna lie though. I think this Chrome stuff is kind of tacky. Maybe I'm tired of seeing it.
Oh, you
And
tripping? Yeah, you tired
it's
of seeing
supposed
it.
to be like her since it's her birthday, she wants everybody to wear Chrome, but I don't know.
It's giving
I
Tin
might have to just
Man.
add Chrome accents to my
I've
clothes
been
or something.
seeing. I mean, what's she gonna do? Kick you out? Just wear what you want.
No, no, no. I know I'm probably I just don't I hate being that person though. Like I hate going to theme parties and see people that are not in the theme.
Makeup Shayla said she been ordered her outfit and it cost a lot of money, so she wore purple anyway.
She said she what?
She wore purple. She wore a purple two piece and it was real cute. She was like, "Sorry, Beyonce, I already bought this outfit and it cost a lot of money."
Well, I'm at like I've been bought mine too.
Yeah, who cares? Beyonce gonna be like, Look around, everybody out without Chrome."
Oh
And they
my
gonna
god.
point at you. I got my
So,
little silver skirt off of Amazon a couple days before. I wasn't even planning on dressing up. I was just gonna wear the tour shirt.
I thought about that too, just wearing a tour shirt, but I don't know. It seemed fun. I've been saying. I think the reason why I want to dress up even more now is to see so many people on Facebook talking down on it. They're like, "Oh, she got everybody like y'all ain't got no individuality. Y'all let that lady tell y'all what to
I'm
do."
glad
I'm
I don't
like,
got them folks on my Facebook. All I
"Why
see
are
is the
y'all so
HOH
negative?
stuff
It
they
would be
discuss.
different if she told everybody to go buy dildos. Like she didn't. She just
This
said
is the
put on
thing.
silver."
This is what I gather, and this is why I do not engage with them kind of posts. A lot of times, these people don't even care for real, but they know that they'll get engagement, and so people feed into it by replying to it. So just ignore it because who, in reality, who cares what anybody thinks? And another thing too, the unfortunate side of social media
I
is
can't
people
hear
can
you.
say,
It's low. So, talk
"What
again.
about now?"
There we go.
Sorry. This is the thing about social media. Number one, like I was saying, people say stuff like that because they want to spark engagement, create outrage. Obviously, it increases traffic to their page. People thrive off of attention. Number two, a lot of times we see stuff like that on social media and we'll think that a lot of people feel that way, but it's only because the people with the worst opinion are the loudest in the room. I remember
Oh,
in college when I was taking a marketing course, we were talking about like reviews and customer sentiment. And they were saying that a customer with the bad experience is going to be the first customer to leave a review. So all I'm saying is you just gotta ignore them basically, and have your own experience.
that's true. But people just be so weird.
You gotta
Cause I'm
leave it
like
for the
y'all doing this for no
weirdos.
reason. Like y'all so weird for that. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a lot of weird people in this world. Social media highlights them. But all right,
But speaking
what's
of the concert, how did you enjoy it? Because I don't think
I
we
had an
recorded since you.
amazing time. I'm still looking at videos every day. I'm like trying to come down from the high, and I'm just trying to understand how is Beyonce doing this multiple times a week, and I needed 7 days to recover. How's she doing it multiple times a week? But I had
She's
such
been
a
doing
good.
it for so long. She.
Oh my god, I never talked about what happened. I only talked about it on my Instagram stories.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
All right, let me tell y'all what happened to me at the Beyonce concert. All right. So I am a person that is a very let me tell you what my friend told me. He said, let me just read it. And he said this about something else, but I was like, you know what? You just read me down. Oh, he called me Miss Proper Preparation Prevents Poor Performance. He ain't lie.
Here we go.
That's me. So I am Miss Proper Preparation Prevents Poor Performance because I like everything. My motto is ease and convenience. If it's not easy, it's not convenient, it's not for me. I plan everything out. I care about a lot. And I'll notice this every time I hang with somebody. I'm like, you ain't looked this up before you get here. You ain't already know, da 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 da. But that's how I am. So, for example, I'm gonna tell you a quick story, then I'm gonna get back to the story. My old neighbor, we hang out a lot. We go to the mall, we go get food, we do whatever. And she just be wanting to do stuff. She like, for example, we went to Lids. She was like, I want to go to Lids and I want to get a hat and I want to get, this name put on the side of it. I'm like, okay, cool. Now me, if I want to do that, I already know what hat I want. I know the design I want. I know what I expect it to look like. We go in there, she can't figure out a hat she want. She don't know what color she want. She
Oh
ain't even know
God.
how much it costs to customize. She ain't know which size. I'm like, you didn't look this up. She was like, you be looking it up before you go. I'm like, yeah, I just like to. But she's like that. Even we went into American Eagle, and there was a sale online that was different from the sale in the store, and she was like, how would I have known that they was having a different sale? I'm like, I don't know. I just be checking. Like that's just what I do. Number one, I don't go to the mall to shop. I'll go online anyway. But if I know I want a particular style, because she wanted to go to this particular store, I'm looking everywhere. I'm looking like, let me see if I can find something. But that's just how I am in general. She just don't
Or
think
at
like
least
that. She
call to see if they have it in stock or something. Like I would
Yeah,
do
but
that.
she also maybe it's because she never worked in retail. I really don't know. But she is like that about a lot of things. And it's so funny because she be picking up that she be like, dang, you so prepared. But I just think about stuff like that because I want to be in and out. Anytime I've ever gone shopping with another female, I have been miserable. It'd be a lot of it'd be very time consuming. They be touching every hanger. And I ain't even mad at that per se, but it's annoying to me because number one, I'm not a big shopper. Number one, I shop mostly online. And I always have intention on what I might want. It's different if you find a store you never went to, but I'm also very considerate of the people I'm with. So instead of me taking my time to shop right then and there, I'm gonna just come back on the time that I'm by myself. You know what I'm saying? But that's just me. Anyway, that's no shot at them. I tell her all the time she be all over the place. But anyway, so back to the show. All right, y'all. Anytime that I've gone to an event at the Georgia Dome or the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, anywhere in that little cluster of events, if you in Atlanta, all the major venues like the arena, baseball arena, football arena, all that stuff, except for where the baseball team plays, they're in the same area. They basically share
Yeah.
an address, basically. So I prepay for parking because every single time that I have not prepaid for parking, they jack up the price. So for example, I went to an event with my cousin a couple like maybe a month ago, 2 months ago. Prepaid parking was $12. We get down there, parking was $28. So I'm like, thank
Mm.
God we prepaid. So naturally, and the same for Beyonce. I mean, Janet Jackson. I prepaid for Janet Jackson. It was $40. We got there, it was $80. So I see a trend
Jesus.
here. You get what I'm saying? They're gonna take advantage of people that don't have a choice but to pay for the parking. So for Beyonce, I do the same thing. I prepay for parking, but my first mistake, I think that when I prepaid parking in the past, I paid no, that's not true. Ignore that. So I prepaid for parking, literally a spot right outside of gate one at the dome. The very first, like I park my car, I step over the curb and I'm at my seat. Like that's how close it is. $75. Never would have wanted to pay $75, but when I see this, I'm like, oh, I know they finna be charging over $100 to get for this
For
parking
sure.
when it's time to get to the event. Okay, all right. Me, Bryson, our other friend, we gather up. You know what I'm saying? We ride now. Mind you, I'm going to the concert by myself. They are sitting together in a whole different section. But I offered them to ride with me because if we're going to the same show, it just, that's just a nice
It
thing to
just
do.
makes sense. Yeah.
Not asking them for no money. I never asked them for no money, no nothing. This is just me, just like, why wouldn't I? I was like, look, I can get y'all to the show. Y'all gonna have to take an Uber to get back, which I'm sure was very convenient for them because Ubers be surging. All right. So when we leave the house, we get to the show, we have an hour and a half before she gets on stage. Now the show starts at 8, but everybody knows she was coming out at 9. So we have an hour and a half. Okay. So that's plenty of time to get some merch, to get some food, to pee pee, doo doo, whatever. Okay. So we get closer to the parking and the street blocked off. I'm like, okay, that's not abnormal because they usually do that to route traffic in a certain direction. Now while we taking this reroute, we passing $50 parking, $40 parking, just as convenient at the spot that I got. So I'm like, dang, I should have got there and waited. Not thinking nothing about it. Now this reroute sets us back by an hour. And you want to know
No
why?
way.
You want to know why? Because everything is a one way downtown and everything is in the left lane, which we don't know to get in that lane because we didn't know the street was blocked off. So now we playing bumper cars. Literally, a Uber tried to T-bone me on purpose to keep me from getting in front of him. And the problem with that is he wasn't even paying attention at first. I had more than enough space to get in front of him, but once he realized that I was getting in front of him, he sped up, and I swear to God, he was about to T-bone me, and he was okay with it. He literally was just like, I don't care, I don't care. It was a big Suburban. So anyway, I take that L, I get back in my lane, and I end up getting ahead of them by 4 cars. So I got my good karma because somebody else let me in front of them. We finally get to the reroute to get the direction that the reroute took us to get to this parking lot, and the street is blocked off. I am literally, this is how I want you to, okay, you know how you going to school. Let's say we at Fickett Elementary School.
Okay.
You in the parent pickup line. You know that little cover up area, the little walkway that's covered up? You know, like the awning, like you walk into the school and there's a walk lane that's covered up. So if it's raining, you can stand under
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
That's the parking. And we in the parent pickup lane. We can just hop out and walk to the parking spot, but they're not letting nobody go that way. So they tell us to go. We're at the spot now to go back up the street, make a left and another left, and come in another direction. That other direction would have put us over where what's over there that you would recognize? You know where Rosie's Cafe at?
Yeah.
It would have took us around that way, which is
Mm-hmm.
crazy. Okay, darn near Peter Street.
Right.
Okay,
Right
cool.
by almost at the AUC. Right there.
Yes, exactly. So we would have to come on that side near the Congress Center, which wouldn't have made no sense. Mind you, an hour ago, we just got a reroute. Okay, so now we're scared because we got 30 minutes to get inside. Okay, so then we take this new reroute, and guess what happens? We get to the first left turn, and suddenly they're no longer letting people go that way. Okay, yeah. So now we freaking out, we panicking, we irritated, we anxious. It's just a lot going on. And I'm so mad at myself because this one of them times where I thought I followed all the right steps and it's not benefiting me. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna have to pay for parking at the next available parking lot. It's just the only smart thing to do at this point.
Yeah.
So then right across the street, directly across the street from where the little bars make that Atlanta, spell out Atlanta at State
Yeah.
Farm, I pay over there $70, man, to park my car because I have no choice. And if I take another turn and try to find another spot, I might miss the intro of this show. So I don't have no choice. So I pay $70 to park in this parking deck and I go inside. We got 15 minutes to the show start, okay? I get inside, section 124, row 6, seat 1 does not exist. Okay?
Whoa. Oh
Me
no.
and 8 other people are looking for our seat and it don't
And it
exist.
don't exist.
Okay?
Where did you buy the tickets from?
I bought the tickets from Ticketmaster during the pre-sale. Not a resale ticket. I am the original owner of my ticket. Okay? Because a lot of people ask me that. I'm telling them I bought a
So how
real
did they do that?
turns out the row that I bought tickets for starts at seat number 9. So anybody who was sold a seat 1
One
through
through
8
eight.
does not have a seat. Now I had lower sideline seats. I was so close to that stage. And it was one of, at the dome, you can be directly directly in front of the stage, but be further away. But if you're on the side, you right there, like you can see it. I had the perfect seat to me. They had to find me a random seat in the section. Somehow, all of us got sent to the same section, same row, 119, which was directly in front of the stage. Now, don't get me wrong, the angle was surely better, the view of
Yeah.
that angle, but it was further away, and I was on row 18. I was darn near on the floor with my previous
Yeah.
seat. So now we're in this new row, which ironically didn't belong to anybody. So clearly they just be having backup seats. And we sit over here. So now I'm in a further seat from a higher row. that I did not pay for, and I didn't have a choice because my seat that I was sold by Ticketmaster does not exist. So I'm actually really irritated because now I go from the parking fiasco to trying to get
To
inside,
this,
thinking I
yeah.
finally made it, and I'm getting escorted to the other side of the stadium to find me a seat. It was so darn irritating, and no shade to the guy next to me, but he was plus size, and I couldn't even. I was not comfortable in my seat. I'm not even trying to be funny, but stop. This just adds insult to injury. He was
I
like
know. I'm sorry.
the left half of his body covered the right half of my body, so I couldn't sit at all the whole show. I'm not even trying to be funny. I swear to God, y'all. And I don't mind standing for Beyonce, but I couldn't sit at all. So I didn't even have a seat, if we being honest. And he never stood up during the show at any point. He sat the entire time. So I didn't have a choice. Okay, I'm not trying to be funny. It's the truth. It's what happened to me. This is my story. So I reach out to Park Mobile. That's who I purchased the ticket through, and they gave me my $75 back. I told them exactly what happened.
Period.
I even shared what happened about my seat so they can really have a holistic view about my night and how I was, inconvenienced. And my parking pass was never scanned, so they can clearly see that I never used that
Never
parking
use it,
pass.
yeah.
So the benefit there is I saved $5 because I paid 70 for the same day spot. But if I would have just took the $50
Hey,
parking,
at least you didn't pay times two.
hello, somebody, I almost did.
I almost did,
Now
yeah,
I
but
reached out to Ticketmaster about my seat, and they're like, "Well, for this particular artist, they don't offer refunds, baby. I'm sorry, I love Beyonce up and down, but y'all owe me something. I don't care if it's a partial discount. I understand that I did see the show, but I did not get what I paid for. There's no
this
way
is not a
around it.
resale ticket. It
Not,
should be
I
no
swear to
questions
God, I had
asked.
a pre-sale code. I bought the original ticket to this show.
There should be no questions asked. It's no seat. The seat
Listen,
don't exist.
listen. The seat. I have a picture of a
I paid
paper.
for the seat that I wanted and I didn't get it.
Exactly,
So
exactly. I have a paper ticket that they gave me. I took a picture of it, and I have a picture from inside the stadium of the section. The number not even up there on the thing. And then on top of that, I'm seeing videos of other people where the same thing happened to them. So I'm not alone, and that means that they are probably doing this at every event, and that's why they had them extra tickets that they gave me because they knew it was going to happen, which is not fair. I paid $548 for an original ticket that I didn't even get to sit in it because it don't exist. And so anyway, I reached out to Ticketmaster, which this is reminding me it's time for an update. I reached out. They said I asked for a management. They said they want to escalate my request, and they gave me 7 to 10 days. Now I reached out the day after the concert, which was the 14th, which means it's been 2 weeks. All right, cool. I'm gonna call them tomorrow. So yeah, I'm like seriously. And the thing is, I'm not even demanding a refund. I do want one, but I had a great time, and I'm not gonna discount that. But y'all need to do something about this because that means that y'all are doing this every time. I paid $548 for a seat that does not exist after
mm,
spending $75 on parking that I couldn't even get to. And even on top of that, when I told my story on Instagram, 4 other people told me the same thing happened to them at other shows. They couldn't get to the parking lot. They didn't. It's like they weren't even allowing people to park where they Everybody said they had paid for parking twice, and none of them did nothing about it. I said, "Oh, y'all tripping." I don't care if I'm filthy rich. I'm getting my 75 back because that's a scheme that Ty set up. So that means y'all just getting over on people because y'all know they're gonna pay for whatever they can get their hands on. I'm not that girl. I'm gonna get my 25 cents no matter what. I don't care if I'm at Aldi's, baby. Give
so
me my
now it's
quarterback.
like, do you Uber though? Because leaving a concert and trying to get an Uber is one of the worst
A
things.
nightmare. The literal only option is riding MARTA, but I live in freaking Cobb County. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna park in no train station. The amount of time it takes me to get to the train station is how long it takes me to get to the arena. And then times two
yeah.
that on the train. And that's where my PTSD started at. So you think I want to be out there? Y'all asking a lot from me.
I'm sorry, no, seriously. See, in my head, I'm like, I probably would have rode the train. though. I probably would have went to
Baby,
Art Center.
I'm not doing MARTA.
Listen, I don't blame
I
you
can't do it.
at
I'm so
all.
far removed from that ecosystem. Can't even do it. Okay, I'm not gonna tell y'all what just happened. But
Yeah, I
yeah,
had to
I was
gag the
so
girl
pissed
real
off,
quick.
and it was really irritating me because it impacted my ability to enjoy the show because I'm on 10 after everything that happened 2 hours before Beyonce started singing "Dangerously in Love." And thank God it was a sensational show. But Beyonce, somebody owe me $550.
Or some, or at least a picture with Blue Ivy at the least. Come
I don't
on.
want no picture with no child. I don't know that little girl. No shade to her, but I ain't paid to go see. I paid to see Beyonce from section 124, row 6C1. And I like to get a seat. I like to get seat one because I want to be at the end of the row. I want to go and get up when I'm ready. I want to
I
stand on the
feel
steps
you.
if I want to. I don't like sitting in the middle of the seat. So now y'all making me uncomfortable. I got somebody that's sharing half of my seat. No shade. I'm not trying to fat shame. I'm sorry, baby, but he literally was in my seat. I'm not trying to be funny. So I'm just like, dang, I chose the end row. It just was so unfair, man. I can't. And all of them, it was a lot of us, and I don't know how they felt about it, but they didn't seem as upset as me. I'm like,
Yeah,
okay,
probably because they was just probably. First of all, you a person that don't drink or smoke, and you be very prompt and on time and
and
ahead
patient,
of time.
unfortunately,
So
too goddamn
people,
patient.
yeah. So like, I'm pretty sure they had their little drinks. They
They
whatever.
just like, okay, we just. Oh, this is another thing too. This didn't happen to me, but at Atlanta, you scanned yourself on them tickets. Nope, there was no attendant scanning tickets. So people was walking into the show, and people was picking seats, and they was staying in them. And people was
Tea.
getting. I swear to God, I saw a video where this girl was talking about what happened to her. These dudes, I think it was two or three of them, was in their seats. Right, they get to their row, they in their seats, and then the dude said their phone died, so they couldn't prove it was their seat because they couldn't get to their ticket because their phone died, and they were in that. And then the problem is the seats that they were in that they were supposed to have, the people who the boys seat who they took was in the other girl's seat. So everybody just was taking seats because the dude's not listening to them. And so they're in the middle of the concert. Beyonce is literally on stage and security is like begging them to get up. I'm like, bro, Atlanta is not a real place, bro. Cause how
People,
you that
people,
ballsy to steal a seat at a sold out event?
people in LA steal dogs out of people's hands at restaurants. So trust
That's
me,
correct. Let me tell you something. If somebody take Hazel, I'm literally gonna melt like I'm gonna turn into slime.
my friend
Let me
Amina,
go ahead
that
and
just
follow up with
happened to
Ticketmaster now while we on the subject because I'm y'all
yeah, LA is a different place. Like I noticed that these people, and I don't know if it's like a mental thing because for me, like I get why they're like this because LA. I was having this conversation with my friend yesterday, and we was looking at the sky and was noticing that we never have clouds because we was trying to clock somebody background in the picture, and we was like, this can't be LA because there's too many clouds in the picture. I said. I was thinking that, and in my head, I'm like, "Why is no clouds out here? It's just blue sky, and it's not even that blue." So I get that, the air quality here is bad. The ozone layer on this side probably just fucked up. So they be trying to just be save the animals, save the earth, electric vehicle fish. I get it. But we went to well, I didn't go there. I'm sorry. I wasn't there. It was
mhm.
my friend Amina. She said she went to this bar called Rocco's, which is a gay bar. She said that she was in there with her dog. She has a Frenchie. And mind you, her dog is she had the dog in a stroller. Like that's just how she carry her dog around. She's always with her dog.
Uh-huh.
Some drunk white people came up and was like telling her that she didn't deserve the dog, that she was hurting the dog, and
For having it
blah
in a
blah blah.
stroller?
She didn't even do nothing. She just had the dog. She was just whatever. It was you don't deserve this dog. You're abusing that dog. Da 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 da. And convinced the servers and the people at the restaurant that what they were saying was true, and they tried to take her dog from her.
Wait. No.
They were
How?
trying to
What
take her
were
dog. They
they
was like
saying?
they were trying to steal it from her. Like they was trying to like grab the dog, like literally take her dog from her.
I'm sorry, but for real, Hazel is my child. Like you're literally kidnapping. Like a
She
dog
was
is just
freaking
not a
out.
cute stuffed animal. They actually have like emotional intelligence, and they you know what I'm saying. That's kind of traumatized, even for the dog. Dogs can be like traumatized from
She
certain
said they was
events.
drunk as hell too. I mean, I
And the
can
restaurant was
imagine.
in on it.
They listen. Amina is a dark skinned girl in LA.
LA is not a
Okay,
real place. I ain't coming no more.
it's really not.
F Disneyland.
She a dark skinned girl in LA, and you have three white people coming up saying that she's abusing the dog and she needs to get the dog
So
taken
how
away
did
from
they
her.
come
They're
to a
automatically going to be
resolution?
innocent. Amina's friend stepped in. She said her friends seen what was going on and was like, "What the fuck?" Going off. But I think that is just listen.
I don't like that. I swear, that stuff like that made me want to move to the forest.
So people still in the seat at the concert don't surprise me because they still dogs out
And
here.
people was just walking in because the thing that you scan your ticket on was just a little. It's just like a little. It's like the Breeze card turnstile, but you can just slide through. You don't have to turn it. You can just slide between it and the next machine. And then I just couldn't believe it. I mean, I don't know if they was doing this in other cities, but that's actually really unsafe and that's very bold, honestly.
Mm.
Now I'd be doggone they have a mass shooting at a. Never mind, I don't want to say that.
Oh my God, they had a mass shooting in Orange County the other day, and I was just like, that's entirely too close because I had just came
And I didn't
from.
even see it on the news.
So yeah, they try to keep that real low key, but it was a dude um that was in, I want to say, Newport Beach. Keep in mind, I have a client in Newport Beach, so I'm out there often. It was a bar in Newport Beach, and it had to be like 7 p.m., 8 p.m. And a guy came in and just lit fire
Oh
off
my
in the
god.
restaurant. Shot 8 people, 3 of them dead.
Mm.
So they did investigation. They're saying that he was a police officer
Wow.
or something. Yeah. So
This
I
mass
don't know.
shooting stuff honestly has me so anxious sometimes because
It's so
they
frequent.
shooting at Dollar Trees. Like you literally there's just no way to be safe.
Yeah,
Even if
I
you have a
literally.
gun yourself, you don't even know stuff is about to go down. I saw a video of the shooter from Dollar Tree at another location. They got him on surveillance, putting his vest on. He get approached by security, but if nothing's happening in the moment, they can't just arrest him. But then he just goes down the street and kills 3 black people.
See, no, and
And
I,
what
I
college
was
was
feeling like
that?
that in Vegas.
Huh?
I was feeling like that in Vegas because of that one mass shooting. Because in
Oh
my head,
yeah.
I'm like, when I'm coming into any hotel, wherever I'm at, they're not checking no luggage or they don't have metal detectors and stuff like that. So who's to
And
say
how you
like,
think the idea of metal detectors came about? Because something happened. So they kind of are reactive than proactive.
yeah? But the thing about it is like they don't have them. They're not checking those people, so they easily can come in that hotel, bust the window out like them people did last time, and literally shoot a crowd.
Literally. And shoot,
That's
remember the
all
one
I kept thinking about.
at Mandalay Bay? He had a room. He wasn't even a stranger, if I'm not mistaken.
He had a room there.
And he just it's just crazy. It's just a sick world. And obviously, people are always, even especially with COVID, stop fear mongering, stop living your life in fear. But there are way bigger things, no shade, that are very scary that you absolutely should be in fear about. I mean, for real. Like, it shouldn't stop you from living your life, but it's hard not to think about those things. I mean, we talked about before how after that shooting in Colorado at the movie theater, no, I see people all the time talking about that. Like, they go to the theater and they don't know what can happen. It's a very vulnerable position. It's dark. It's like, where you gonna run? It's only pretty much one way in, sometimes two, in the theater, and you don't know which door. You just don't know. And it's like, I don't
Nowhere
want
except
to.
the mall. There is shootings in the
It don't
mall,
matter if you in the hood, in the suburbs. You just legitimate.
school.
These people are traveling to black communities to create harm. People are going to the areas that you think are low crime to create harm. It's like you just gotta live your life and hope it's not your last day. For real, it's actually really sad and really scary. I
Yeah, I don't
hate
get
it
down
because,
like
and
that.
I hate anytime things are getting like starting to escalate. I'm like, let me get up out of here. I like my park. I like to reverse into my parking spot so I can just dip out. I like to be by the exit. And these are just preventive measures, but in reality, that could put me in harm's way too. You just can't be too sure. And these kids going to school like where a mass shooter is a real threat. It's crazy. I'm just
Mm.
glad. I mean, I'm grateful for every day that I'm given, but I don't know. I'm just it's sad. Honestly, that's all I can really say.
Yeah, I can honestly say that I used to be a very careless person, but even up until I moved here, I was careless just because I felt safe in my own city. My friends are there, family there. But since I'm in LA, I don't really know too many people personally. Like, I have friends and stuff, but not like on the level that I had when I lived in Atlanta.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm way more cautious just because of the simple fact that, like, I know what I look like to people out here because I come from a city where everybody just looks like something.
Mhm.
And so out here, the way that I dress is not normal, or the way that I look is, it's not like the average person looks like that. So anytime I went in a grocery store maybe like a month and a half ago, and I was with my friend. We literally got followed in the store. I had to turn around and just like ask these dudes like, what were they doing? He was like, I was trying to see if you were so and so. I said, who is that? And
I
then
don't
my friend
like
was like, oh,
that.
that's a rapper. That's a rapper. I said, no, I'm not a rapper. They be thinking I'm a whole rapper. That dude, it was too.
And
It
then
was like a
people, and then even if you were like, dang, I get people. I was actually I can't remember what I was looking at, but anyway, people just don't give public figures no kind of personal space. I genuinely understand being excited, but like, and I know that when you sign up for this lifestyle, that celebrity lifestyle, if there is even a sign up sheet, you kind of trade in your freedom and your personal space. But people just, it's a very strange way that people go about that.
yeah, like so I know what I look like to these people. So I'm very, very cautious. I don't pull out my phone in certain areas. Um, you know what I'm saying? Like I make sure that I'm very, very cautious. I go out the side doors a lot. I just have
Mm-hmm.
to make sure because
That's
y'all
why I
ain't finna
love a
just be
good
running
Nike
on me.
sweatsuit. I ain't got it. And
But
I
who
and I
want to
put
have to live like that? Just like I
right.
don't want to do that. I
Right. You're not
like
even living for yourself at that point. But that's how I dress anyway.
no.
I'm just comfortable. But no, I get it. But it's like, dang, so do I look how I really want to look, or do I deal with what comes with that? You know what I'm saying? It's just kind of like, I don't know.
And I don't know. Like mm-mm, mm-mm. I have this. Okay, so I have a problem. I get really annoyed when people just try to take advantage of me or some situation. So there's a brand of makeup that I love, 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 love. Two of them actually. This happened to me twice, and it's so frustrating because I hear about stuff like this in the industry and all the time. But I just reach out to these people just because I want advice on how to either get products from the brand
Hmm.
or how to work with the brand. How do people get brand partnerships? Stuff like that. I have those questions. But in return, they've hit on me in some really weird ways.
Hit
And it
on you
makes me uncomfortable.
like making a pass
Yeah.
or something.
Yes.
Oh
It's more
wow.
than the past. I'm being polite.
I don't like that.
But
That's a
that
means
just
for
makes
calling
me so
LAPD.
mad. And see, I'm the type of person where like unfortunately in the gay community is very promiscuous. So I'm kind of used to stuff like this and that's very sad.
Mm.
But and so it doesn't really bother me that much. But I think the reason why this particular situations are bothering me is because I'm like genuinely trying to get information about my career or to
Right, and
help
you
you know
taking
what I'm
that's
saying?
and that's actually crazy because first of all, how are you that horny that you even approach people like that? Why you at least try to get to know them first, or you don't care about that? Not you, but them.
Yeah, like I don't know. I don't know.
And then you the problem if you set boundaries.
Yeah, I'm about to send you a screenshot
I'm
of
scared.
something that just came to my phone just now. That's what made me say that because I'm not even gonna respond. I think this probably gonna be the last time I ever speak to this person.
Dang.
To be honest, I'll just pay for the product send myself or reach
Brian
have my
Kemp declared a
manager.
state of emergency in Georgia because of this hurricane. I'm sick of it.
We
My
had one
neighbors'
last
gutters
week,
don't
but they
flood
didn't
off
do
their
nothing.
house. You
Oh
said
my
what?
gosh. I said we had one last week, it didn't do nothing though.
Y'all had a hurricane and an earthquake at the same time.
And I slept through it.
Oh,
I ain't even
I don't like this. Why even go
mind you
there?
that's a grill, by the way.
I saw your
Like a
post
grill that
about
you put in
that.
your mouth. Yeah.
Like when I have my teeth showing?
Or when it goes in my outfit or something. Like I don't know. Like what
Like what can you even say to that? And it's like you want to reply back something dry so they can get the. Oh, hold on, they be beating though.
and I be like
They
brushing it off.
they ate. I don't know. They ate it up.
That's you see what I'm saying? Like and that's what pisses me off.
Yeah. And then it's the wing for me. Like what the freak do you think? Dang, people for real, people's lives really just revolve around sex. People don't care about getting uncurable diseases. I see, even the curable ones. I ain't got time.
I don't want none of that. Because I'm the type of person where I know this is mental, but I feel like once you get something like that, even if you get rid of it, you still gonna have the cooties. Somehow.
No, for real, it's in your
I don't know.
bloodstream.
I know that this is a mental thing. Like I don't
That's a
like I'm the
fact.
type of person where like I don't consider myself vain, but I mean, just because I don't consider it, don't mean that that's not what it is. But if I see something on my skin or my face, I'm going to get it situated
You
right
see
then and there.
why monkeypox got eradicated so fast?
Like, and I'm kind of mad now. I be walking around here getting headaches. I'm like, damn, it's probably that monkeypox shot
Oh my God.
because I only got one. I was supposed to get two.
Yeah, well,
I ain't
that
get both.
one, I mean, you see how quickly folks got it and it went away.
But
Did
now
I tell you
like
the
I'm
monkeypox?
like
The
that.
girl who had got it in Atlanta, she worked over here by me.
See what I'm saying? And y'all gonna associate her with that forever, and she gonna have the
Forever. Because
cooties
she and
forever.
she has a very unique face. And I was like, oh, that's I ain't say nothing to her. I just got my food and kept it pushing. But I was like, oh, that's that girl. I know. And then where she was working at, I'm like, I know people say this to you a lot. Ain't no way. She was in the
I just
drive
sent you
through.
another one from the same person.
First of all, how you even come to that response? Like, dang, you.
Mind you, the post was about the weather. Like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy that it's hot out, and it was like 101 degrees today. I said, lies. It feels like hell on earth.
Why would I need that when it's hot? I don't like that. And that's why you can't even be friends with men. I can't imagine being a man trying to befriend men. But even as a woman, you can't even be friends with men because they be like, well, I gotta try. No, you don't, actually. Stop being weird.
And this is why I'm a forever stand Azalea Banks, because that's what she
Oh
said. Let's talk
no.
about how you can't do shit for a
You can
bitch.
stand the statement, but the person needs she a little delulu.
She pissed me off. Like, Azalea Banks one of them people where it's like, you know how you have that one cousin that's throwed the fuck off, so you just let them get a pass. Like, that's so and
Ain't
so.
no
They gonna say
passage.
something
No,
crazy.
the pass is staying away from them.
But she like one of them because then the fact that she bashed Beyonce for so many years and then end up getting a ticket to her show, then gonna say I didn't go.
It's like, girl, you still put money in her pocket. I bet your seat existed.
But I ain't gonna lie, her calling Beyonce Bianca is insane to me.
People been doing that. Remember on Comic View, they used to be like when people get money, they change the pronunciation of their name. They was like Target, Tarjay, Beyonce, probably Bianca. She ain't come up with that.
She like Bianca. She really be calling her that. Like that's so funny. If I was Beyonce, I would be laughing at these people.
I
Cause
wouldn't even
like what
respond. They wouldn't even know that I knew they existed.
I would be cracking
This my
up at these.
bloodline on the front line, ready for war. Get loose. I love that every city she goes to, she changed her location on her Instagram. So I screenshotted all the Atlanta posts on her. I basically screenshotted her page after she put all her Atlanta posts before she changed it.
Oh my gosh.
Cause I'm a part of the Beehive, but it's my membership is up and down because I be forgetting. But I knew every song she sang at that concert, every last one of them. But the show, I don't even think I finished my scoop because I did send a follow up to Ticketmaster while I was on this recording. But the show was amazing. She did extra songs and she did the Dubai Drunken Love, which we was never even supposed to hear to begin with. That's why I think she's so fire. Because why are you performing that? Because that junk went crazy on TikTok.
And she know that. She be
She
having her
had
ears
us
to
singing it.
she know that people love that. So, we wouldn't even supposed to see that.
She ate that junk up. Future snapped on that
So
song.
let me get into this because I have a theory.
Okay.
Because I just be seeing some things. Brittney Spears' husband or
Mm.
ex-husband now, whatever is going on, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think that man was a homo.
You know what?
And
I don't. I hope I don't sound ridiculous, but when I saw him, when I saw that he was her man, I'm like, I just
I
feel
don't
like the
usually,
state of life that Britney Spears was in, he doesn't look like somebody that would,
yeah.
you know what I'm
I
saying?
have I have supporting statements. I mean, I have a supporting uh details of why I think that. Some I'm gonna leave off air because it's too close.
Okay.
But I have about 75% reason to believe for sure that that man was gay,
Dang,
and
51% is majority. So
he was using her.
I
And
mean,
the way that this situation ended pretty much proves everything because it's like all of a sudden now she's like getting nurses and people coming to her house to make sure she's taking her medication, and she's like going into therapy and stuff literally a few days after. So I feel like
he probably was in cahoots with her dad.
yeah, of course, and he probably wasn't making sure she's taking her medication and stuff because he knew that she would be out of her mind and wouldn't
Mm.
I just hate
Yeah,
people.
I don't know. I
I'm
just
so
felt like
tired of people getting them.
I feel like
Mm.
Brittany was in a very vulnerable state for several years. And the way he carries himself, the way he looks, and I hope I don't sound ridiculous, but he was almost too perfect to choose to be with somebody who was in such a vulnerable. And this sounds like I'm hating on Britney Spears, but I just think that she is not in a position to have more abusers and users in her life. But he just did
Exactly.
not look like somebody that was on the same level as her. You know what I'm saying? Like so you're gonna marry this woman that's in a conservatorship, cannot touch her own money, does not have the qual. What we're even seeing from her on the internet, you know what I'm saying? How are y'all having a normal relationship? And I don't know, but he just seemed like almost like I don't know. I don't know.
Mm.
I just don't. It just didn't seem genuine for me. That's all. And when they got married after all this, I'm like, and sure, who was that, Octavia Spencer or was that Lonnie Love? Was like sign a prenup. I said she the only one who synced it.
A real MFer
I'm trying to tell you.
because people. I
I'm hot
mean,
about these Beyonce tickets. I forgot it's been more. That lady said 7 to 10 days. And here we are on day
to get a
14.
refund.
No, to get a manager to reach out to me. And this is why I like sending emails because you got a paper trail. Because if I was calling them and waiting on callbacks, I can't even prove that I spoke to y'all.
Yeah, like
I
these.
want my money back at this point. I'm actually pissed off. I'm sending an email to the CEO next. I'm not playing. And as somebody that has worked for big corporations for their whole career, when you send an email to the CEO, you absolutely get a response. I don't got discounted washers and dryers. I don't got all kinds of stuff because if you have the passion to reach up to that chain of command, while you may not hear directly from the CEO, you will absolutely. They have a whole team called executive relations that they handle stuff like that. I'm not playing Ticketmaster. I don't care if I got to tag Tina Knowles and Kelly Smith, I'm sorry, Kelly Rowland.
Oh my
I
God!
don't care
Don't
if I got
put
to
Kelly
put
in
tag
this.
Parkwood. I don't give a darn. But I want this ain't got nothing against Beyonce. I swear to God. But I paid for something I didn't get, and Beyonce didn't have nothing to do with that. So I need my money back from the people that sold me the ticket.
Mm,
That's just what it
mm,
is.
mm, mm, mm.
That's just what it is. I'm sorry. I did not get. I literally didn't get what I paid for. I'm
Tristan Thompson he ain't gonna have no money because all his money gonna go to child support. That's so
When I
crazy.
saw that Tiger said he paid what 30,000 $40,000 a month. Did he say a month or a year on tuition? What is everybody scamming?
I don't
That's
know. I
all I want to
forgot what it
say.
was.
And a lot of
Apparently, he has full custody of King though. Like
right. I
so, and
saw.
I didn't know that. I
Yeah, I
didn't
do
know
remember.
that.
Remember they was roasting. They was roasting Black China because they was saying when they found out she only had him on Sundays, and they was saying
So
like
yeah,
they.
like Saturdays and Sundays.
I think it's one day a week. I think he had a baby. I think he has him Monday
Really?
through Sunday, Monday through Saturday.
She played that off real well because she was kicking it like, "Oh, I'm just a good parent. I have my kids all the time.
Saying she
I
don't get
don't
no
have,
child support.
yeah, like they don't give me no child support." Da 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 da.
But
Now I
child support is
believe
not just money, and clearly he's paying. So he has this kid full time, paying for his schooling, and you supposed to be the breadwinner. And I'm not buying this whole new holy lifestyle. I'm sorry, I never bought it from jump
everybody who adopted the holy lifestyle in January are all back to regular schedule programming.
because they couldn't fake it no more. They said they got tired of taking communion. They didn't want to get baptized because they can't swim.
They back in the sections with their hookah and weed and liquor, and they is standing on their
I think
head.
Alexa
They
Scott's
got their
staying
bust down
down.
chains on.
Let me check on her.
Yeah,
I
she
mean, the thing
probably
is,
is.
everybody absolutely has the ability to turn their life around, but it is not as easy as I don't. Let me not. I'm not without saying. Dang, this
Yeah, of
Alexa
course.
Scott, she look different. Oh, that face app. Ever since you showed me how to determine that face app, everybody look
Oh,
the
hold on.
same.
She's staying down too. I guess
Okay. Oh, dang, not all the posts gone.
that's what I'm saying.
Oh, but she's still doing that work. Yes, she do. She said she stopped.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't even want to speak on that because I don't know what she gonna send over here like she do voodoo. Anyway, all right, let's wrap
Jesus
this
King.
episode up. Clearly, y'all, we did not have a topic, but we had an interesting conversation before we started recording just about how people be scamming and taking advantage. And it's really sad because I actually told two of my friends this, Sean, because Sean loved when I shot him out on the show. I was like, being honest and being a good person pays off for no one.
For
And
sure,
that's a
and it
shame.
might take a little longer, or it might, you know what I'm saying, but
But you take so
you will
many
get more
L's before that
respect.
moment comes, it wasn't worth it.
Yes, It,
And I
it's
don't know
never
how
gonna
to
be
be
worth
no
it.
other kind of way because I'm not I'm shady like in with my words, but I absolutely do not take advantage of folks. And when certain stuff be like happening, it's like dang. And I was being people take advantage of the fact that you kind to them. Like they once they see one little sweet spot, it's a wrap. But there's just a lot of situations that I have been a part of or I've experienced in my life. And I'm like, wow, like I really was being a good person. I was being a good friend. I played my honest role. I paid my fair share, and people still try to get over. And you can't never confront them about it because they gaslight you, and it's crazy.
And what I realize is that you can be all that, and people will still find a way to not be honest or loyal to you. And honestly, they don't owe you that. That's I just have to know for myself that I did a good deed and just move on from that.
Yeah, but when I found out that
Because I
good
can't
deed was like
a
somebody,
waste of time.
you get what I'm saying? I'm telling you that I don't even want to say the example because Hit Dog's gonna holler, but
Okay.
it just
And
sucks because I genuinely don't know how to be another. I don't know how to be any other way, and I'm not gonna be. I have a guilty conscience if I do something wrong. Like I literally will return an ink pen to somebody. I have done this at businesses. Like I just have to get it off my conscience. And it's like, dang, I'm doing all that, and they wouldn't even darn. Ooh, y'all, I'm gonna say this. No, I'm not gonna say it. The Hit Dogs is at the pound.
okay.
People be praying on
Not
your
not
downfall,
Pound
bro.
Town.
Bro, why Sexy Red mouth be like that when she be performing? She be in it. That's how I be dancing.
Mind you, I think that's probably why I love her so much because when you do your mouth like that while you
You be
dancing,
dead serious.
you really feeling it.
This is what I hope for her because I'm not a fan of her music. I think it actually sucks. No shade, but I think that she is very authentic, and I just fear that she could lose that authenticity, or she starts to overperform to make it seem like she hasn't lost that authenticity. So I just want her to stay true to herself because I do think it's necessary. But people pick
Yeah,
and
I
choose when they
agree.
like ghetto stuff. I'm gonna say that.
Yeah, that is very true. I like her. I like her music. I think that my only thing about stuff like that is that it's very trendy. So that's something that's trending at the moment. How long are we gonna be in this moment with this type of music? But I will say she keep dropping hit after hit after hit after hit after hit
What
after
was the
hit.
first
All her
hit?
songs going up.
What was the first hit?
Pound Town.
Okay. Oh, hit
Pound Pound
as in the actual charts. Okay.
like yeah,
Okay.
like the charts and stuff like that.
I'm sorry. I'm
Now
just not. I can't support. This the thing. I get it. It's a vibe, but I the girl. Come on now.
I look at her like Soldier Boy. I don't
But
even be
there's
paying
one
attention.
Soldier Boy. There's like 50,000 sucky rappers right now,
That's true.
and it's just
So
paving the way for more. So there have been no number one hip hop albums this whole year because so many
who dropped
sucky
one?
people have been making hits, but they can't make hit albums. Gonna save hip hop this year.
And that's what happened when you turn your nose up at people.
Who? I ain't turn my nose up at him.
I'm talking about everybody else. They were trying to say that Gunna was a snitch and da 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 all
They
this other
need to,
stuff. But
yeah. Well, honestly,
they don't even know
truly,
what they be talking about. Though. And I hate this is why I hate the internet because sometimes I get sucked into stuff like that too. But I honestly didn't think that Gunna did anything wrong because I understand
he
how.
didn't. Do you know what kind of plea he took?
That's what I'm saying.
Okay. And then it's people that have actually snitched, and I mean, while Takashi 9 is really not relevant, that him getting jumped at the gym really sealed the deal. People, I'm sorry, I know a lot of gangsters, okay, and I be doggone if I'm sorry, I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
like
I
and this is
work a
why people
nine to
need to be
five.
quiet because Drake and Young Thug are like really close. So it's a thing where like Drake is gonna take Young Thug's loyalty over everything. And Gunna went to Drake's show the other day.
Yeah,
Drake
well,
invited him. So my thing is, I'm like, y'all be trying to make all this stuff up like, oh, so and so don't like them, da da da, and y'all don't know what y'all talking
I
about. Just like
do
Kiki
wish
Palmer and her
though, I
husband
do
or
wish that
boyfriend, my bad.
Thug would say something. Cause just as
He
quick as he
not.
got on the internet and told us that 7 people be using that phone, he could have said, cause his own brother took the same plea and now he back in prison. Finna do that whole sentence.
Mm,
Y'all
mm,
ain't say nothing about him.
mm. Gunna literally on one, only one, and it was like How many people that took the same plea deal?
I think it might have been two of them. I think it was just them two. But my thing is, Gunna actually talented. Thank God. So he finna make y'all eat all them words, and it's fine. He don't have to be at the same level that he was at with Thug, but as long as he consistent here, it'll be just like it
He's
never happened.
higher. This is his biggest song he ever had. Fuck you mean? That
Yeah.
song is his
When I
biggest.
first heard that, I said, "Oh, he slid. He slid, and he lost weight. He could have
Slut.
sat next to me at
Okay.
the Beyonce concert."
Every time I see some gun, I'll be like, it's giving a Ozempic, dog.
Not Ozempic, dog. Oh, they said they making it hard to get Ozempic, but I'm scared.
Luckily, I live in California
And let
because
me
I could
say this
drive right.
too. You know, I hate to be that girl, but the way folks was so scared of the vaccine, but y'all out here taking diabetes medicine, not knowing
Leg
what
off.
the long term effects of. You have no idea what it's doing to your body to make you lose weight that fast, but y'all scared of the
Mm,
vaccine, the jab.
mm, mm,
Now I
mm.
will say this: I'm done getting boosters because they don't even last that long. But and I'm 2 years clean of COVID. But I definitely, I'm all for skepticism, but the way they was going on and the way they still trying to say, oh, that's another thing too. You know, LeBron James' son had collapsed at practice because he had heart condition. You know, when we
Every
was
time somebody
younger,
do that.
that used to happen all the time. I used to see on the news,
Yes.
and I think that one thing people don't know is sometimes people have heart conditions underlying and they never know because they never push their bodies to the limits that would cause those issues to show up. And that's what happened with him. He had a heart defect and did not know it. But when you're an athlete, you're overworking, you've been pushed to those limits, your blood is pumping, and so something that may have been underlying could come up. But well, we all can have something that we don't know is an issue until it's triggered. So all I'm saying is, I've seen a lot of ignorance around like why all of a sudden all these kids collapsing, but that's not new. I literally remember seeing it on the news growing up, like football players passing out, kids having heart attacks, people dying, and they were always athletes. So I just wanted to say that.
Mm. I'm sorry.
Also, people learn how to read. Even if a news article, a legit news article, has a header, do not just read the title of the article. Read the article because just like these blogs, journalists also gets paid by engagements. And if you don't actually read the contents, find out where they got the information from, you just as ignorant as the shade room.
My friend suggested that I do a laundry delivering service because I've been like busy, so I haven't been able to wash my clothes. And he was like, "Oh yeah, it was only $50," and I had like 2 months of laundry. I'm like, "Dang, I only had like 3 weeks." So
I know a lot of
I,
people that do that and they fold it for you and everything.
I had them come pick it up. The dude was very rude. He was weird, not rude. He was weird, the way that he was acting. But it was $2 per pound, I guess, 2.29 per pound. Just know they charged my car 158 to do 4 bags of laundry.
Wait, don't you have a washer and dryer?
I sold it. Remember?
Oh yeah. Y'all don't have no laundromat in the building?
I don't use that.
Oh, okay, I do remember that now. So what you gonna do? You gonna use them no more, right?
No, I'm trying to try to figure out how to get my money back too. But I'm waiting on them to. I just thought about it because I'm like, damn, they didn't deliver my clothes. I sent
You
that
know
out
what though?
yesterday, and it's
I'm gonna
seven.
say this. Most times when somebody suggests a company to me, I have a bad experience with them. I hate that. And I learned it's because my standards and expectation of a service is not everybody else's. So what they might think is, what I might think is annoying or inconvenience, they don't care. So the guy could have been rude to your friend and he didn't even think nothing of it because it's LA.
He wasn't necessarily rude. What happened was I brought my stuff down. He called me. First of all, they're supposed to come drop it off at your door, pick it up and drop it off at your door. Strike one, two, and three, because he was like, "I'm here on the sidewalk." Like he wants me to bring it
Oh
down.
no, ma'am.
So obviously, if I book the service for you to come pick it up at my door, I'm expecting that.
Yeah.
So the only way that I can get it down is if I put it on my little wagon. So I'm loading up my stuff, and then I option to use my own detergent and my own fabric softener, my
Mm-hmm.
own bleach, everything. So I'm packing that up too because I'm like, damn, I'm thinking that you're coming to the door, so all this stuff was in a certain area by the
What if
door
you was
waiting for you to get out.
disabled? Like what the freak?
So then I get down there and he stares at my clothes. Like he's like, mine's just a black dude. This ain't even this like a nerdy little black dude. He had glasses. So I'm like,
Not
I
no
said,
with the glasses.
do you need help taking it in the truck or something? Like, why? What are you doing? He was like, no, I don't.
He been
So then he
passive
takes a picture
aggressive.
of it. So then he took a picture of it and he starts looking at it again. I said, okay, so what's the next step? You're good.
Passive
Why does
aggressive.
the man put my bag of laundry on the ground? I don't know if you guys are familiar with downtown LA. He put my fucking bag of laundry on the ground outside of my building
Which means
in
he'll do that to the
downtown
clean
LA.
clothes too. Cause what you doing?
So I let it slide because I'm like, whatever. I just need my laundry done, and I'm glad that I'm not doing it. But the fact that they charge you way after the fact, they charge you like 4 hours after they come pick it up because they have to weigh it. The fact that they charge my card 158
So what your
or
other
one,
friend wear leotards? Like how his was so cheap?
that's what I'm trying to figure out. Because like I put like I have a separate basket for my bath towels because I have a lot of bath towels. 'Cause I switch mine out like every 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
I have bath towels and rags, and I have like a little thing that I just throw them in there like after I'm done. So I literally separated everything. I said I separated everything. Whites. I have a bag full of towels. I have a bag for dark clothes, light clothes. I don't know.
Did you tell
I
him? You
don't
tell
know.
your friend?
No, I don't. That's no.
Well, I would just
I'm just not.
the reason why I asked is because I want to see the difference between his order and your order, and just try to get an understanding of what they charge him per pound versus you, so you can find out if it was a discrepancy.
I don't know, but
I don't
um,
like that. See, I'm
somebody
gonna
on.
call corporate. Tag the CEO in your next email.
Speaking of Soldier Boy dispute, let me get him a dispute.
I'm
That's
so
what it's
irritated
giving.
by this Ticketmaster John. I keep thinking about how they actually did not get back to me and they talked about time frame.
You need to do the same thing. Dispute. Let me get him.
Let me
Let
go
me
ahead and
get
find
him.
a Ticketmaster CEO email address.
You might have to go get a new card, but that ain't there.
Oh, oh, I had a disputed charge from my gum surgeon. Did I tell you about that?
Oh yeah, you did tell me
Yeah, they tried to play with
that
me.
you had to get a new card.
No, I didn't get a new card because I didn't report my card stolen. I told them they mischarged me and they refused to get my money back, which is what happened. And I still have my same card. You only get a
Oh,
new card if your card was stolen or compromised. Oh,
okay.
Michael Rapino, he makes 139 million in 2022, so he can give me 550. Okay, cool.
DM him. Find his Instagram DM.
Honey,
Find his burner account.
right. It's probably I hate Ticketmaster. That's what my name gonna be when I'm done. I'm sorry, Beyonce. I'm
Oh
getting my
my.
money back from your show, girl. I bought some merch though.
She ain't gonna miss it. You know she get they said she made what 100 million so far on this tour.
Sick.
She'll
And
be
what's
all right.
crazy is Taylor Swift outselling her, which I get. Taylor Swift is bigger because she's white.
Yeah,
And
we're
I
in
know people don't
America.
want to hear that, but
We're in
it's the
America.
truth. She's more palatable. But
Mhm.
and Beyonce is lit. She's iconic, but black artists don't cross over the same way. And obviously the white audience is much larger, but that's neither here nor there. Anyway, all right, let's wrap this thing up. I need to take my dog to bed and I need to call these people back that called me that I couldn't answer the phone for. But all I'm saying, y'all, is being a good person gets you nowhere. Keep being genuine, but also be aware and assume everybody lying and scamming. Heavy on the scamming.
And as for and if you think your rate is too high, make it higher.
List
That's all I got to say.
make it enough.
And I mean delusional type rate.
No, for
Don't
real.
even
You gotta try them. You gotta
be
try people.
delusional, please, because yeah.
Mm, mm, mm,
But anyway,
right, we both going through it. Listen, when it
anyway.
comes to money, people will do whatever it take, man. That's a sad thing. Anyways, all right, y'all. It's been another episode of OD Podcast. Let's y'all hit us up if y'all have any specific topics that y'all want us to talk about. Sometimes we have received some suggestions over time, but it's either something we talked about before or maybe something that we can't relate to necessarily. And I really would love some more scenario type of topics. Or if you have a story you want to tell or want us to read on the show, let us know. We'll read it and we can probably make a topic around it. But
Mm,
after 5 years of doing this, it's really hard to be original. So,
mm,
yeah. Anyways, all right. Holla at your girl
Holla at your twirl the world.
and your bro and your curl. Okay, bye.